Hello, travel biz owner. Welcome to my corner of the travel industry, the Strategic Travel Entrepreneur Podcast. If you're ready to have fun, be inspired, get clarity, and take action in your travel business, then you're in the right place. Let's jump in. Hello, everybody. Welcome to the first ever live recording of the Strategic Travel Entrepreneur Podcast. Really excited to see how this goes. I know most of you are probably just listening in, tuning in. We have a small little amazing group of people who actually joined me a lot at Prep for Wave Week a couple weeks ago. So super excited to chat with everybody again. But we are talking Black Friday ideas. And part of why I wanted to chat about Black Friday ideas is because I'm actually working on the second annual travel industry Black Friday event. And so if you are new to the Strategic Travel Entrepreneur Podcast and my world, last year I was able to do almost like a travel industry Black Friday roundup where lots of other different educators, tech companies came together, and whatever promotions they were offering, you were going to be able to easily find that on a single Black Friday page. So if you are not already getting my weekly emails on Friday, and this is something that you're like, ooh, I've been eyeing a tech, or I've been eyeing like investing, making some sort of investment, and you want to take advantage of some of the promos that are coming, you'll definitely want to be on the email list because that is coming in November. So I'll make sure to include a link in the show description so that you can join us for that. And then, of course, in November, fall is, that's why I called fall is like my big Super Bowl because there's a lot of stuff happening. So we have Travel Industry Black Friday is happening, and then we have Planning Your Workshop is happening November 21st through 22nd. You can still join us in that, and I will add the link down below. If you do not want to go in to 2025 without a concrete marketing plan, then you definitely should consider joining us for the Plan Your Year workshop. It is a working workshop. It is not an educational workshop. We are getting the work done. All right, so those are the big announcements of the week. So let's jump in to some of the Black Friday ideas that I was thinking about. And I have some both if you are not wanting, because I don't like using the word discount. I would rather use the word promotion or offer, but I know some people may not even be in a position, or maybe that's also one of your things is that you don't like doing that kind of stuff. You don't like adding offers or anything to any of the services that you sell, which is totally fine. So I'm going to have a mix of both value add almost type things that you can offer for Black Friday as well as promotions. So don't be leery of one way or the other. I personally love Black Friday. Um, and I don't think I was like really raised around Black Friday that much. So it'd be interesting to hear what your stories of Black Friday are. I just know, like, as an adult and somebody who worked in the theme parks, and was when a lot of Black Friday was starting to happen, like right after Thanksgiving, like Thanksgiving evening. I was like, okay, I just worked my Thanksgiving shift. I'm going to go to the store shopping. So for me, like, Black Friday is this fun time of year. So, and that's why I get super excited. Is like, oh, what's gonna come out? What's gonna like help me out and knock out my list for this year? So, my first idea, I say number one, but it's not like I'm not ranking these in order or anything, is especially if you want to do something as a value add, it could be developing a new lead magnet. So I know we were talking a lot about lead magnets, especially around prep for Wave Week time. Instead of saying that you're going to maybe do percentages off on things, maybe it is that you have a new lead magnet out there that maybe people who are not currently on your email list, this is something of value that might be interesting to them that they're like, I need to snag this up. And you don't even have to call it necessarily a Black Friday idea. It's just an idea to get people getting into your world. So some ideas that I have for that are like the top 5 vacation packages you can still book for your 2024 holiday vacations. So really thinking creatively, because Black Friday is really because Thanksgiving is late this year, so it is at the tail end of November. So, especially if in the next week or in the next two-ish weeks, you're wanting to develop a new lead magnet, really think about what's top of mind for people. There might be a lot of people who are ready to pull the trigger on their last minute holiday vacation. There may be people who are thinking about, I know northern schools in the United States, they're thinking about February vacation possibly and getting all those details underway. So, what is something that's going to be super easy and be like, yes, I have been meaning to plan my holiday vacation, and at the very last second, time has gotten away from me. So, how can you fill that gap for them? My second idea for a Black Friday promo is to possibly test out some sort of membership or travel community. So maybe this is you're testing something out, you're launching, you're pre-launching some sort of exclusive membership for your travel community. I had recently heard, and I forget which podcast this was on, but there is somebody who will send out exclusive promos. People will buy into their community. I think it's less than $10 a month, and she will round up the different promos that all of the suppliers are having. But in order to access that, you have to be a part of her membership. And so this could be something really neat if you've been thinking about playing around with, especially for those people who might not want to be purchasing your services. They might want to know like the exclusive insights of what's happening, what promos might be coming out there. And it may be not that that's what your membership community is about. Maybe it's about tips and tricks around whatever travel it is that you focus on, the people that you serve, whether that's I know there's a lot of people in my community that do a lot of teaching, special needs. What are those insights that they really need that they can't find elsewhere? This could also be like you have the opportunity being part of my community to pick my brain whenever it is, or I'm going to do one travel Q&A session every month. So, and you don't have to price it less than $10 a month. That's just the example. I think price points $25 to $35 a month, especially like if somebody is frequently traveling or really needs that assistance. I feel like that is a really great entry point to come in at, to be like, I am very overwhelmed. I have been wanting to take my family that's a mix of neurodivergency, and I have no idea how I'm supposed to do it next year to go to the parks or to go overseas. I know if it was me, I would definitely pay into a travel community to figure out what are the tips and tricks and also get access to somebody's brain. That's also like an entry level offer that maybe if they've never used your services before, this is like they can test out your services a little bit. And then while you are providing value within this community, it will seem like a natural fit to be like, well, duh, like Rita's been helping me out this for all this time now. Of course, I'm going to want to work with her so that she can plan all the details. And I already have a leg up because I've been working with her for a couple months now. So that is idea number two, possibly testing out. And that's also another way to generate revenue within your travel business that is not necessarily booking the travel and servicing the person's travel experience. I think number three, I think that this is a really fun one too, is to put out travel planning certificates. And I know that Travel Joy as a CRM will allow you to like make gift certificates for clients. I'm not sure if there's any other tech that's out there that will allow you to do that, but the gift of travel is like one of the big marketing taglines that we always hear about when it comes to the holiday season. So that could be it. And that's like you're not discounting anything. It's just make sure, or maybe it is like you do a BOGO, like buy one planning service fee and get the other one half off, or however it is that you want to spin it. But I think planning certificates, especially if somebody knows that they want to plan a trip for 2025, to be able to get like be a quick, fast action taker. This is going to really help boost your revenue around this time of year. And you're going to know that you have a trip coming to you next year. I think this is also just a really great giftable to be able to say like, hey, mom and dad, like us kids, we're going to purchase a vacation for you. We already have the travel advisor linked up for you. Just let us know where you want to go, and we're going to take care of all the rest of the plans for you. So I think it kind of like goes both ways, where it is taking advantage of themselves, but also taking advantage for other people to have a travel planning certificate. Idea number four that I have, and this has a lot to do if you listen in on marketing with master classes, a little bit of this. It's really partnering up with a BDM to be able to pre-record a webinar that you might stream live on Black Friday or like through Black Friday through Cyber Monday or Giving Tuesday. So being able to partner with a BDM to come up with some sort of educational webinar, you can leverage that BDM's Black Friday promos. I would even see if you're able to sweeten the pot and see if they can offer an exclusive promotion for your audience for anybody that attends that webinar. So I say that you can pre-record it to stream. You can obviously also do it live, but if you are wanting to focus on family time throughout that Thanksgiving weekend, I would make sure that you pre-record it. You can do it with things like here, I'm pre-recording this with Zoom and then be able to stream it. You can actually schedule things to be streamed on YouTube if we're like talking really low cost and all that. There's also other streaming providers like StreamYard, Restream, Riverside is another one that you can stream things so it looks like it's live. And then maybe when it is going live, streaming live, you can just be in the comments answering any questions that might come up. But I really think, especially if you don't want to go on this alone or you don't feel confident yet to kind of like discuss a cruise line opportunity or a safari, a land opportunity, an expedition opportunity, partner up with your business development manager. That is what they are here to do. That's the definition of the business development manager, to help you develop your business. So if you don't have a connection with somebody just yet on a product that you really want to sell, start putting those feelers out so that you can build that relationship and let them know, I want to stream a webinar. I would love for you to be my co-host on this webinar. I really want to talk about this itinerary or this destination or travel for these types of people and work on like a little outline. And this can be just a 30-minute webinar, masterclass, however you want to call it. Make sure that you set up all your automations on the back end. So how are people going to register? How are they going to get like their email confirmations and the link? Where can they stream this? So you can do a lot of this tech is going to vary on like your email marketing platform. So I know I use a lot MailerLite. I know a lot of people use Flowdesk, ConvertKit are some of the other top ones. So I feel like it'll be pretty simple. There's a lot of moving parts in the background that you'll probably have to set up. And this is also going to depend. Are you going to do a presentation along with both of you talking or not? Are you going to have handouts or not? And I do have something called the Wave Season Starter Kit. So if you purchased that last year, there's templates for the presentations, there's templates for PDFs. So it kind of gives you like the fast pass if you want not to waste too much time having to create all the marketing and the promotional assets as well. So really it's making sure however it is you want your presentation to be and what's that registration process, and then what's also that follow-up process, because you don't want to just leave them hanging, especially if you're doing a certain promo. You could also do this if you do have a group going out in 2025. This can be your like big shebang, like surprise, this is the big group trip for 2025. I'm inviting you to come. I can't wait for us to travel here or there. So there's a lot of different ways that you can spin this around and really leverage your business development manager to assist you and like really look like a pro and answer all the insightful questions that maybe you might not have the answers to as well. I think being able to do it live would be great, but again, I also value boundaries, especially around holiday times. So if we need to pre-record this, I don't think there's any problem with pre-recording it and streaming it. And maybe it's even that you do it like a couple days before Thanksgiving, maybe like the Tuesday or Wednesday. And then people can start thinking about this. You've already put that might actually be a great idea because you're putting the planting the idea in their ear. So when they're getting together with friends and family on Thanksgiving and that weekend, they can be like, "Oh, I just attended this really great thing. I think I might want to go on this trip next year and see how that trip can grow for you." So that was number 4. Number 5 idea is to create a new, so this is almost like a waiting list. It's creating a new email segment with clients that might be interested in Black Friday promotions because all of the suppliers are going to have their own unique promotions. And if you know that there's people who have been interested in XYZ type of destination or type of trip, you want to make sure that you have their back and can instantly let them know, like, there is this promotion that's happening around Black Friday. So poll them to see what they're interested in. So it's kind of like you are curating their wish list of things that they're wanting to and working on their behalf. So poll them to see what they're interested in and then share whatever relevant offers. But tell them that this is an exclusive service or an exclusive option, and it's only available for those people who are already on your email list. That as soon as you hear any of the promotions that are happening with any of the suppliers, you're going to send it out to them so that they can review anything and that you'll be available for them to book. So this is kind of like a double whammy. It's both like a lead magnet where you can get people added onto your email list, and then it is also helping boost promotions and sales and goodwill that you are really out there in the best interest of your client. Kind of like telling them, like, I want you to relax this Black Friday. I want you to relax this holiday weekend, and I will be here to help share all the offers and guide you on what I think the best one is for your 2025 or 2026 vacation. And then last but not least, I want us to be able to test consultation offers, especially in the travel advisor arena. So number 6 would be to offer some sort of like pick my brain session, consult session, or BOGO. I feel like this is going to be a really great way for you to also test if your people want this or interested in this or not, because I know many of us know people who are obviously traveling, whether or not they have booked their travel with you. Would they be interested in being able to pick your brain? I feel like the answer is yes, because even myself, if I'm not an expert in a certain destination that I want to go to, I'm going to definitely pay for somebody's time to give me the ins and outs, or I'm going to pay for somebody's time just to take care of it for me. So this could be, I am launching a new service. I'm launching 1 hour Pick My Brain sessions in 2025. And if you are one of the first people to test this out with me, I'm going to offer buy one, get one 50% off, or whatever it might be. Or the regular rate is $250 and I'm going to offer it for $200, but just through this Black Friday promotion. There's a lot of different ways that you can spin it, but I think really being able to diversify your income by also being able to do these consultative sessions is going to be another super helpful thing. So it's not just talk, plan, book, come home, do it all over again, like rinse and repeat. There's a couple different ways that you can generate revenue, both for the end of the year, which I'm hoping that some of these ideas really help, that they boost the end of the year sales that you have, as well as help really position you for a really great start to wave season in 2025. So those are a couple of the ideas that I have. I would love to open it to everybody that's here on our call. What are your thoughts on some of these ideas, and what idea are you especially most excited to try? And how might you do this for your own business?
Well, I actually had a question. I like all of them, but the membership idea, especially because you were kind of speaking right to me in regards to the hidden disabilities, I was like,
Mhm.
yes, that's a great idea.
Yeah.
But one of the things is that, testing out the membership and trying to find those promos and putting it together, kind of like you're doing for Black Friday
Mhm.
for the travel industry. Where do you go find those promos beforehand? I mean, we get them. Sometimes I feel like I'm getting them at the same time as everyone else. So how do you kind of beat that?
That is a great question. This is actually something that came up during our July focus group session. And so some suppliers are going to be super tight-lipped and they are not going to share anything until it goes like totally public. And that also has to do with like if they're on the stock exchange, they can't like really share information prior to the public and all that. But there are some companies, and this is why I think like having that BDM relationship is super important, is being able to reach out to your BDMs and be like, hey, I am planning to do some sort of promo roundup. What are you able to share with me? Make sure that you're going to let them know you're keeping it confidential until it goes public, but let them know, like, I really want to be selling more of your product. And especially, like, I want to leverage anything that comes out during Black Friday. What can we do to help like boost my sales during this time? What are you able to share about the promos that I can share with my clients at the time that it is appropriate to share? Because I know it's going to be little bit different for everybody. It does seem like some of the cruise lines like will share to travel advisors in advance, but that's not always the case. So I think that's why being able to leverage your contacts with the different suppliers is going to be super helpful. And another idea would be too is, and maybe this is not necessarily with the community idea, but is there an exclusive package that you can put together? And maybe it's not necessarily a group sort of say, but anyone that books their trip with me during Black Friday will get a special vacation package. And I'm not sure exactly what that would mean. Is this like tote bags? Is this um that you would pay for their transfers? Like what kind of value adds and bonuses can you add in there that kind of like might want to up the ante on top of whatever might be happening too? What else? Any other thoughts on Black Friday?
I mean, I think the partner BDM and a little bit of that idea in that. So, like, Black Friday is a frenzy. So,
Hmm.
I mean, what year did it start?
That's a
I don't know.
great
My
question.
husband still talks. I kind of Googled it and then I didn't look. My husband still talks about like I was there I think it started with the Cabbage Patch Kids. I don't know, somewhere in there. Yeah, like you couldn't get them. They were, so expensive. It was ridiculous. And then so someone had a sale and it was somewhere in there. It kind of goes way back before that, but kind of the
Says
where,
Wikipedia says 1951.
yeah, and it wasn't that for Cabbage Patch Kids, but I mean, so sometime after that, there is some big periods of time. So like my husband, I mean, like I used to make him go get in line at
Yeah.
Walmart. I
Yeah.
mean, because like they only release that stuff on that morning or that night or whatever. And now I feel like Black Friday is an era. Like it's kind of, it starts like almost now. I mean,
Yes.
because there's a
Right.
lot of Black Friday ads. It's in people's minds. And then I feel like it goes like how long after Black Friday? Like we've got Giving Tuesday, what is it,
Right.
Travel Thursday? I don't know. I mean, it kind of expands. And so, um, I do feel like when people are getting together with their friends and family on Thanksgiving, you need to have already planted the seed of this is what we have
Hmm.
because that time, like when my family and I travel and we got together, like that's the rare time we're all together. We can go, okay, this set of dates is going to work. This kind of vacation is what we want. And then the main person goes and kind of finishes, getting the rest of the details. But
Yeah.
like you already need to have the conversation started before then. So I kind of like that time and to harness that like frenzy because you really don't want people like, although I work all different hours, like I don't want them texting me on Friday and being like, what do
Exactly.
we have? And then also I feel like airfare prices are going to steep that weekend because everyone's trying to book in and the interest is high, and then it's going to drop back down. So I don't even know if that's necessarily the right time to book on Cyber Monday. Like I think it's before, I mean, I think those prices are going to flux high and then they're going to come back down once the frenzy calms down a little bit.
Yeah. Yeah, and I
So
think kind of like historically being able to track. So if this might be your first Black Friday, being able to track like, okay, what were the trends of last year? Because I know when I buy like products and things, I'm like, okay, the better deal is on Cyber Monday, so I need to wait for that. For some things and other things, the better deal is on Black Friday.
And you know what I even find? I feel like on products, like I have an app, anyone have an app called Brad's Deals?
No, I've
It's,
heard that though.
yeah, I kind of like it. There's not an addiction. I don't even buy from it, but like, it's really great. They have a plethora of products that, I mean, they are not specific to one industry of things to buy, but it's like linked to whatever store. I mean, it's very specific. They've got some promos and it's really, but they always in their show, pricing is the lowest we've seen
Mhm.
by $13 by whatever. And so like and I feel like a lot of those low prices, like when I'm looking at Walmart and Sam's Club and stuff like that now, if it's showing a really good price now, I think before Black Friday is sometimes even better pricing than it
Right.
is Black Friday and after. Like used to, you waited till Black Friday because that was the price.
Yeah.
But like, I don't even feel like that's the case anymore. I feel like that there's a lot of opportunity before Black Friday from this period on,
Yeah.
for like harvesting that want to travel and that like I need to book something in, whether it's for this holiday or like, getting people to try to clue in for next summer and, wherever you're trying to. And I feel like it's a good way to funnel. Like, I thought about having some things packaged and pre-done. Like I want people to just say, yes, I want that Ireland tour.
Yes.
And yes, I want this
Yes.
because I want to just plug in their name and send them their package and be done. I don't want
Yep.
to do a complete, you know what I mean? So I think it's a good way to maybe funnel people into here's some things I'd like to book a lot of people into.
Right, right. Where it's maybe like these are my four Black Friday packages that I've created. Let me know which one that you want to book into. I love that idea of having like things preset and
Mhm.
also telling people which one do you want. Like it's not, they're obviously deciding, but you also have the upper hand in there. It's not you waiting for stuff to happen. You
Yes,
spread this is the platter here for Thanksgiving for you, and
right,
which one are you going to choose?
right. Because they're going to eat, they're
Yeah.
going to travel. And so, like, just go ahead and have them eat what you want them to eat. I mean, prepare your
Exactly.
turkey early. Yeah. And so I think it's so I don't know. I mean, I do, and I already feel the pressure of like all my Black Friday ads coming in from tr suppliers.
Uh-huh.
Like, I feel like I'm a little bit behind the ball and it's not even November, but like people are definitely now, I think is the time.
Right.
So
Right. Yeah. I went into my Walmart app a little earlier today, and I think they're already doing like another pre-Black Friday thing in maybe like 2 weeks. So yeah, it seems like
Sam's Club has their release, like they've got Black Friday week. They
uh
also do like a tech week, like they have release dates and they have the release dates set. So like if I'm looking for
yeah.
something tech, they're going to come out with that on November 16th or whatever, and
Yeah.
you can look at it. And so like they kind of have, and I guess you could always do like all inclusive this Monday and next Monday is going to be river cruise and know that you need to like figure out which ones you're going to offer out between now and then. But
I like that because it could be like these are my four offers. These are my four packages. Friday, this one expires. Third or Saturday, this one expires. Or that it's in the reverse, like Friday is only Ireland. I'm only booking this Ireland package today. Saturday, it's the Africa package. Sunday, it's the all-inclusive. Monday can be the expedition cruise. So even
or even
like
just a rollout, because I do feel like sometimes, like if
exactly.
you do show them 5 full trips, it's a lot to digest. And like, I don't know that people's attention spans can sit there and digest 5 full trips. But
Right.
if you do a buildup of like what the trips are, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and here's the pricing on it for Friday. And
Right.
then Friday, that river cruise comes out. And then the next Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, you release the details of your all inclusive.
Yeah.
You're trying to like pack people into a higher priced all-inclusive trip. And so by the time they get to the price, they're like, wow, all that stuff's included. That's amazing. And
Exactly. Yeah.
I was gonna say you
Oh,
can also do it around Travel Tuesday because
Yep.
that's all everybody's already expecting to wait till Tuesday because
Yeah.
those are the best deals. So already feeding into that mindset of this is a great deal because they're already
right.
expecting great deals.
Yeah.
Even though I do agree with you that I think a lot of suppliers, not even travel, but everything, bump up the price so that they can say it's
Yeah.
a discount. This is great. So you know what you were saying, Misha, about sometimes buying it beforehand is good, but I think it's more just feeding into the mindset of people wanting to spend on those days, thinking they're gonna get best deals on those days. That doing it like that would be good if you put it around that Travel Tuesday as well.
Yeah.
Hmm.
But even create like your own travel Tuesday. Be like every Tuesday this month is Travel Tuesday.
I
Like,
love
Airfare is
that.
going to be high next Travel Tuesday because every human's going to be on the, AA app. But like if we do Travel Tuesday on the first Tuesday of November and do this, this destination, and then the second Tuesday of November, I mean, you've got your Tuesdays lower on airfare or whatever price. But like trying to spread my work out beforehand
Yeah.
and not glump it in a day of crazy texting and
Right.
emailing to people that I can't get back to. I
Right.
mean, it's too much, too many people. And I
Right.
mean, for me, I don't have checkers from Walmart. So like to funnel people in, like it's better for me to spread that out and get
Hmm.
people thinking. And so,
Yeah, no, I think those are all really great ideas on how you can spin it because it doesn't have to be just one way. So I'm thank
yeah,
you for both for sharing different ways because it's great that we're doing this now too because this like we're recording in the past, but this is live November 1st. So technically 1, 2, 3, 4. You've got 4 weeks at least from Black Friday. So if you are wanting to do kind of that, okay, every Tuesday in November, I'm going to do a different promo or I'm going to set up a different package. And once that Tuesday goes away, that pricing or what the inclusions are in that package will no longer be available anymore. So that you also have that sense of urgency, like
yeah,
make that decision now.
yeah.
Yeah. Any other Black Friday thoughts?
I had one more question on your number 5. So creating the email segments for clients interested in like Black Friday deals. I
Mhm.
love that because you're already then segmenting them to the people that are cruise and like for whatever
Exactly.
for future endeavors. But what would be like the best way to do that? So I mean, obviously, if you went in your email, like using MailerLite, you can have links that create separate funnels or whatever. If they
Hmm.
click on this, it opens this. But so that's promoting it to your existing email subscribers. But what about like if you're trying to do more of a social media campaign? What would be a good way of getting that out there so that you can segment them or finding people outside, I guess, of your email list? Because I mean, I can resegment my own email list, which would be great again for targeting.
Right.
But if I'm trying to grow that list and find new people that might be interested in these things? What would it be like doing a poll? Would it be doing, I don't know.
Yeah, because so first off, I would make sure that if you are currently sending emails out, make sure that this like Black Friday promos offers that you're going to be sharing, like they have to self-select that they want those emails. Like I wouldn't send it to everybody out. Especially like if you do just weekly emails, because I feel like during this time you're probably going to be sending emails a little more often to be like, look, this promo is happening. And I think it's okay too, because if I want you to be on the lookout for me and the be on the lookout for like travel promos that I personally am interested in, I want you to email me and in real time so that I can be like, okay, what's going on? What's here? And I might maybe like put like BF like in parentheses at the start of the email so I know, okay, these are the offers that they're sending out to me. So that's one thing that I would do. I wouldn't send this to all your people. I would make sure that they select if they want to be included in this. And then for people that aren't on your email list, I would kind of tease what you're doing on social media. So get on like camera, record yourself, and like say, hey, I'm doing this like experimental thing. I've never done it before, but I'm very much looking forward to helping you maximize your any of the Black Friday promos that are coming out there, but you have to be included on my email list to get access to these. So just go ahead, say this word or go to the link in my bio, because we have to be strategic now with Instagram not wanting to hear certain words. And I'll make sure that you are added in that list. So, and I would tease different things. So make sure and do different media. So make sure it's a video, make sure it's a quote card, make sure that you're getting on stories. If you have a Facebook group, tease it in a couple posts in there. Carousels are being really big right now. So kind of like do a little bit storytelling or I have a secret to tell you. Black Friday promos are coming, but you can only get access to them if you're on my email list. Comment BF24 to be included in that list. So, because I think that you're going to have to start that sooner than later, some of the teasing, so that people can get on your email list and they are aware of what's going on. And then just segment it out to, like, if you have a newsletter list, then make sure you have a segment that's Black Friday 2024. And anybody that self-selects, just have that automation go out, and then your emails just go out to that Black Friday list too. Cool. Well, this was a lot of fun. Any other thoughts or things before we jump off of our first live-ish pre-recorded podcast episode? Awesome. Well, thank you everybody for tuning in. I hope this was a lot of fun for you. Make sure send me some feedback because if you really love this, we will do this maybe on a more often basis. And let me know which one of these Black Friday ideas really resonated for you. You can shout it out over on social media, in the Facebook group, or there's even a button in the podcast right now. If you're looking at the show description, it says send Rita your thoughts. It'll shoot me a text so that I can see what your thoughts are on any of these Black Friday ideas, because I'd really love to see what you are thinking about doing this year. All right. Thanks for tuning into this episode. We will see you here next week, where we will be talking about like some 12 days of Christmas / Advent calendar ideas. There are still a couple of slots available, so I'll add that link to the bottom too if you would like to join us on this second live podcast recording. All right, everybody, have an amazing week, and we'll see you back here next weekend. Thanks for joining me on the podcast today. Remember to check out the show notes for all relevant links and resources from today's show. See you next time.